Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Touchline Facts, biggest club in the world, on our purge. You know how it is. I'm joined by Roms. What you saying, bro?
Big up, brother. You need to stop being shameless, bro. Know where you are right now, bro. Know where you are.
I know
but
we
listen,
are. You know what I mean? We are the biggest club in the world. That's what we are, mate.
You forgot the power bit. But listen, I'm glad to be back. Obviously, we're trying. I think me and Touch are going to try and do this weekly, but certain things got in the way. But I'm here now. You lot smashed the like on entrance, and yeah, ready to chop it up, bro.
Come on, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Big up to everyone. Make sure you smash the likes on your way in, people. It massively helps, you know, small creators, especially. Yeah, I mean, it boosts the algorithm out there. I'm niching nearly, less than, about just over, I think like nearly 150 subs off 3K. So come on, man. Get these likes up, get these subs up. Do you know what I'm saying? We're going to try and get there by the end of the month. And yeah, man, we've got a lot to talk about. We'll start with Marc Guehi. He's now gone to City, confirmed. Does anyone know, by the way, anyone watching, if he's available for tomorrow? Because I hope he's not.
He's not. Apparently, Glasner confirmed that he's not going to be traveling with them. Wait, who do they have again?
I'm talking about Man United, Man City.
Oh, my bad, man. I thought you meant Guehi. Sorry, I thought you meant Guehi.
Yeah, I do mean Guehi, but I'm saying, is he going to be available for tomorrow? Man United, Man City.
Oh, no. So he's not available for Palace or City. I think he's doing.
Is that confirmed? Yeah.
Yeah, it's confirmed. But you can't remember if there's games on a Saturday, you have to be registered by Friday noon. So he's not even done his medical yet. So he won't be available.
All right, that's bright my mood up a little bit. Do you get what I'm saying? That's giving me a bit of a boost. Yeah, I mean, they got Hussein up and that Ali or whatever his name is. Do you get what I'm trying to say, up against Benjamin, the baby Ibra. So yeah, we got a little bit of a plus. You guys have got a little bit of a plus there.
I can't like I'm adding Bremo back for you lot is massive as well.
Yeah, he needs to start both of them. I'd probably drop Cunha and play him Boomer on the left for now. That's probably what I'll do.
I agree. But I can't like he probably won't start both of them though. Like he should, I agree with you, but he probably won't start both of them. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I agree. He probably won't, but I guess we'll see in it.
You see with this game touchline, yeah, everyone's saying, oh, we know when it's Manchester derbies or Merseyside derbies, they like to put it as early as possible to prevent people from drinking. People still get pissed at that 5 a.m. anyway. It doesn't really make a difference.
The pub's open at 9:30.
Exactly, bro. So it don't make a difference. But this is what I will say. There's this notion that, it's slow, the game will be slow. I actually think tomorrow will be goals galore. I think we'll see 4 or 5 goals minimum.
You know, we played them. You know when we beat them 2-1 in the treble season, where Rashford Bruno scored that goal, the Rashford goal, where Rashford steps over the ball and it didn't go down as offside. Yeah, that was at the same time as this time. Like,
and Grealish got the opener, innit?
Yeah, Grealish got the opener off the bench. 12:30, and it was literally, I think, 14th of Jan that they played us, and this is 16th or 17th of Jan. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's literally the same time. I reckon it's going to be an intense
good luck omens. You're believing.
Yeah, I'm believing, mate. I don't need them to beat the Berties, though. Do you get what I'm saying? That's a standard 3 points for us, mate. Do you get what I'm saying? That's a standard 3 points. But yeah, man, that's gonna. Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be. I think we're gonna be well up for it. I think it's gonna be a lot of intense. We haven't played a game in 6 days. We've had a nice rest. Do you get what I'm saying? We obviously had 2-day break as well in the group in the week. Sorry, I think we had Monday and Tuesday off, so we're gonna be a bit more relaxed, a bit more freshened up. So yeah, I'm obviously I'm worried because it's City. Do you get what I'm saying? They're the best, one of the best teams in the league. You know, I mean, right now, obviously, maybe Arsenal are better than them, but they've still got an unbelievable team. They've still got Cherky, Foden, Semenyo, Doku, Haaland, Rodri, players that can hurt you. So yeah, I think we probably do need to score the first goal. But yeah, if Marc Guehi's not playing, then guaranteed, then I'm a bit more confident than I was 10 minutes ago, because I was confused if he was going to be able to play or not, because he is match fit. Because Brennan Johnson signed for Palace and then played for the next game like 2 days after.
But the thing is, exactly, but he was registered. I think you have to be registered, I think, a day or two before, where Gay's not even done his medical physique. If anything, he probably won't be announced as their signing probably early hours Sunday morning, or maybe Sunday morning, because I'm assuming he'll probably do his medical like tonight, and they'll probably announce him as a City player tomorrow. There's no way it'll be quick enough. Maybe though he travels with maybe they announce him before the game and he might travel with the team, but he won't be eligible to play. No way, bro. He won't be eligible to play. I know that because we've signed a few players on a Friday. I'm thinking, yeah, they're back for Saturday, and it's like, hold on, they weren't signed in time. Do you know what, Topo Kit? If Gomez could stay fit, I was always of that opinion. He was going to be one of the best. Would have been starting for England, in my opinion. But it's injuries, mate. It's injuries, bro. Like they done Gomez. They absolutely done him. And this probably ties well into the Guehi stuff, right? Because Me and you were just speaking of air touchdown. I am fuming, but am I surprised? No, because the things with Liverpool, there's a lot of revisionism over the summer window, right? Oh, we should have got a left winger. I actually think selling Diaz and Gakpo, I'm not mad about that because Diaz, again, he was kind of happy to stay or leave. We weren't going to pay him the money he wanted to pay. I think he wanted a new challenge. He was flirting with Barca a year prior anyway. Nunes was Nunes. I was his biggest believer in his first 18 months, but there was a game against Luton. Liverpool fans will know in the chat where he literally misses from a yard out. I said, I can't defend this anymore. Like, yeah, you work hard for the shirt and whatnot, but you're not Liverpool quality. But the summer window, when I saw Ekatike, I saw Verts, I saw Isak. Frimpong, I was never a fan of, but he's starting to play well now. Kirkes, again, a bit hit and miss. But overall, I was happy with our window, but I kept saying a DM and a centre-back would be nice. I knew we wouldn't get both. Liverpool rarely have a window where we address everything. Most clubs don't have windows where they address everything. But sometimes Liverpool don't even have a window where we address most things, right? This summer, I think we did bar the centre-back. Now, I said, cool, I'll be happy with this. Same for Reacts TV. Big up yourself, by the way. I said I'll be happy. I don't mind missing out on Guehi now if we get the centre-back in January. It's looking like we're not going to get anyone this January, and it's gross negligence for our club because this is what I will say. I know you're going to start getting happy with this. I still think we get top 4, but with your new appointment and Chelsea with their new appointment, we don't know how they're going to do just yet. Like, Carrick,
I know how Chelsea are going to do.
What, good or bad? That poor, innit?
Terrible, I saw the other night they're going to be absolute terrible.
Yeah, I don't believe in Rossini as well. But the things with Carrick, we've had a bit of a preview. Like he took over a game or two for you lot, didn't he?
Who? Fletcher?
Carrick. No, Carrick. Before.
He managed 3 games. One was Stamford Bridge away. He drew. One was Arsenal. He won 3-2, and the other one was Villarreal, which was a difficult game at the time. We needed to win to qualify for the round of 16. We beat them 2-0 away from home.
Yeah. So this is my point, right? You don't 100% know how either manager's going to do, but new manager bounce can galvanize everyone, different voice. The things with us, we've been hot and cold, but look, most of the fans tell you, I'm beating in 10 or 11, but we've not been playing well. Everyone will admit that. You just have to watch us. And this is why I love Daniel Sturridge's. For me, he's one of our best pundits because he broke it down nicely. Before the Arsenal game, they asked him, have Liverpool turned a corner? They're unbeaten in 9. He's like, well, no. There's a few draws in there that should be wins. And if you actually watch us play, things aren't clicking as such. But I know some Liverpool fans in the chat saying they don't think we can get top 4, top 5 if centre-backs get injured. I agree. We are bleak that if we're a serious club, we act within these next 15, 16 days. But what I would say is with top 4 races, you're consistently inconsistent. This goes for us.
Yeah.
Yourself, Newcastle, Chelsea. You've seen this is why the top 4 the last 3-4 years has always changed, 4th place or 5th place, because you don't have to win every game. It's not like a title race where there's no margin for error. But the reason why I think we'll do enough to get top 5, we couldn't even say top 5, because for me, I don't know what your opinion is on this is touchdown, but I think the Premier League teams will do enough to get enough coefficient points. I think Villa win the Europa League, by the way. I think now Glasnow's gone and Guehi's gone. I think Strasbourg are probably my favourites, but I think Palace have a deep run. I never write us off Champions League. I don't care how bad we're playing in the league. Our Champions League form's been better, clean sheet away at Inter, whatnot. I know PSV slapped us, but you get the
I want to talk about that, but I want to talk about the Champions League.
Yeah, 100%. We'll get onto Champions League, but you can never write us off. City, I don't think will go far in the Champions League. I actually think they get knocked out earliest. Spurs, I don't even have to say much on Spurs. I sometimes even forget Spurs are in the Champions League. Newcastle for me gets knocked out early. I'd actually hang our hat on Arsenal and Liverpool to go far. When I say far, I mean like quarter/semis, enough to get the coefficient points up. So top 5 will probably be enough. I can't lie. I've had to be humble enough to touchdown though. For me, Villa get 3rd. Because I think Liverpool...
See, I wouldn't bank on that though.
Let me tell you why I bank on it though. Because Liverpool, Chelsea, Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool, and United, the 4 clubs at the moment, Villa are the most consistent. League table doesn't lie. And I think even with Europa League, I think it will disrupt their league form. But I just think because the rest of us will lose, they already have an 8-9 point buffer, yeah? Because I think the rest of us will lose. Even the games we lose, it still won't be enough. Even the games we win, I don't think it'll be enough to overtake Villa. So I think they're cemented 1st place. But I think 4th and 5th, I think we'll do enough because as much as we're inconsistent along with yourself and Chelsea, I just think we have enough quality to get over the line. I don't think it's going to be easy, by the way. I think it could go down to the wire, but I still think we get 4th and 5th. But I agree with, I forgot you said it. I think it was Footy Reacts, or it might have been Ibrahim. If we do get a centre-back injury, though, it could all go tits up. That's why
I hear that.
we need to bring one in. We need to.
Why
didn't you think Villa will keep 3rd?
Because of that, I didn't say they wouldn't keep it. I'm just saying I wouldn't bank on them to keep it because I could see a world where they do collapse. I think they will get dragged into this top 4 race. It depends on the other teams. The other teams do well and catch them. Yeah, they'll fall off. For me, I think that they had a fluke run of form. Let's be honest. They're not going to do that again. If they do win that again, they're going to probably win the league. If they go and win 11 games in a row again, do you get what I'm saying? They'll probably go and win the league. So it'll be very rare for them to do something like that again. Yeah, I'm saying they're going to drop off. Their team looked. I didn't really watch much of the Palace game. I watched a little bit. I know they played Palace, but someone in my chat, his name's Adam. He's a Villa fan. And he said they looked mad tired, just looked mad gassed out in that game. You know what I'm saying? They got torn apart in that second half by Arsenal as well. So you know what I mean? They are going to start, and it will get to a point where they're in the FA Cup now. They probably want to go on the FA Cup run. Do you get what I'm trying to say? They got Newcastle at home. I hope they beat them. I hope they knock out the Geordies. I hope they make the Geordies cry. And then they got the Europa League run that they'll be in as well.
Wait, Villa got Newcastle in the FA Cup?
Yeah, Villa Park.
Well, to be fair, I only focused on our draw. I didn't really
Brighton in it. See, you know, logically, if we beat Brighton, we would have been against you lot.
Yeah, come Anfield, yeah. But that would be tough.
Well, that would have been another win out for us at Anfield, pal. That'd be 4 games unbeaten at Anfield.
No. Listen, you're a history guy. If you check Liverpool and United's recent
FA Cup.
We
always beat you.
No, at Anfield, not at Old Trafford. At Anfield,
Anfield, I think we beat one of the last 2.
We got one over you. 2011, we got one. No, 2012.
2012, yeah. I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that. I remember 2012.
Yeah.
I think Ji-Sung Park scored. No, was it?
Scored, yeah. And Dirk out, I think, got the winner. So,
yeah. But ironically, that was the year, Guerrero won the league. And then what happened after that? Oh, we won the league again. Do you get what I'm saying? Number 20 as well. And we won the league year before that as well. Oh, do you know what I'm saying? But you're usually in the FA Cup, though. We've got a decent record against you. I think you've only beat us twice, I think, in the FA Cup.
Yeah, your record's better than
we beat you 10 times in the FA Cup. And you beat us twice.
That's correct. What, in knockout rounds or just all together?
Well, FA Cup's only knockout rounds, isn't it?
No, sorry. I meant like before the semi-final and final. I mean, at 3rd, 5th.
No. Yeah, some of them in the final. We beat you in, I think, 2 FA Cup finals in our history. You've never beat us in an FA Cup final.
I remember Spice Boys. Obviously, I weren't alive, but '96. When we, I don't know, maybe we wore the cream suits and you lot spanked us. I'm actually watching
it. Edit Cantona, mate. Legend, pal. Man. Legend, mate.
You know, what happened in 2003? Because you're history. Me and you are history guys. What happened in 03?
What happened in 03?
I know
we won the league. We won the league on Merseyside. That one. We won the league. We won the Premier League on Merseyside before you did.
Yeah, no. I mean the Carabao Cup. What happened? Gerard Banger from.
I honestly don't. Listen, I couldn't care less about that energy drink cup, mate. I couldn't care less, mate. I know you lot do, but I don't care about that energy drink cup. I care about the 3 big ones. You know what I mean? The Premier League, the Champions League, and the league and the FA Cup. Sorry. Roms Villa sold Malin. Did they sell Malin?
Oh yeah, who was it? No, it's a loan with an obligation to buy. I see it on Sky the other day. But yeah, they're loaning him.
This is the first I've ever heard of it.
It might be Roma. 1 minute. Let me research it. But I saw that Ibrahim. It's a loan with an obligation to buy.
This is literally, honestly, the first I've actually heard of it. The first I've heard of it.
Yeah, Rome. Oh, they signed him undisclosed free for 21.6 million. He's joined Roma.
What? Oh, so Roma ain't getting Xerxes then, I guess. I think we get a 3rd if we sign a centre back and sack this manager. Yeah, just on that. So someone asked here, do you think Slot will get sacked? This is one thing that come out by indicator, and that guy talks waffle. Yeah, I wouldn't take it. I would trust my dog with football news more than him. Yeah, that guy makes stuff up, right? However, and my dog died a year ago, by the way. So that tells you how much I don't trust that guy, right? Do you think Slot will be set? He said that apparently it was to do with the fact that they said to Guehi said to them, will Slot be at Liverpool next season? And they said no comment. And we know Xabi Alonso is now available. He was the main original target anyways. Yeah. So, yeah.
I'll be honest with you. For me,
on the wall.
I think he does get top 5. I think it'll be a mutual thing. I don't think we'll sack him. I think we'll mutually. It might come out as a sacking, but I think Klopp will want to. Not Klopp. I think Slot will want to what? For me, I think we'll get a pre-agreement behind closed doors with Alonso. He knows the city. He's had properties in the city that he knows the
Scouser. Yeah, I mean, he won the Champions League.
Exactly. And before we got Slot, he was the one we wanted, but we're not bigger than Madrid. So, of course, he was going to go to Madrid.
Not bigger than us as well, pal. There's only one club. There's only one club that players go instead of Real Madrid, pal, and that's us. Just sell any Euro, David De Gea. Do you get what I'm saying? Paul Pogba.
Let's be honest. He didn't. Madrid didn't get Euro because they didn't bid for him. If they really wanted Euro,
they did bid for him. They did bid for him. We offered more money, but they bidded for him. They did bid for him.
Well, they bidded for him.
Yeah, they bidded for him. They wanted it. They bidded 20 million or something like that.
I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that because I know at Champions League final when they beat Dortmund, he was there twerking for Madrid. He was in the Madrid end twerking for them. So fair enough. You know what? Toe Coppet has a Toe Pocket. Sorry, not Toe Coppet. I don't know why I said that, but Toe Pocket has a good point. Apparently, this is what could happen. A lot of our correspondents have come out and said, obviously we're going to target Alonso and Gerrard maybe as interim, as number 2. But do you know why I don't think that will happen? Gerrard's had too many roles to want to be. Then again, it's Liverpool though, and he has said he will accept any role at Liverpool. So.
Do you know that is? Do you know MCFC lads is?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I do him, Big Steve and Daps. Yeah, I'm saying 3-on-2 versus me and Kaz. And I go, he's about to kind of go, yeah. Make sure make sure you enjoy your big day out tomorrow, pal. Yeah, or Saturday, pal. Yeah, I do think I'd be worried a bit if I was you lot as well. Listen, I don't know how we're gonna respond. I'm worried myself. I don't know how we're gonna get thingy. I feel like the vibes and all that stuff's all cool, but bro, our next 2 games are City and Arsenal, and if we do lose both those games, bro, we're gonna be so disjointed, so not confident going into games. Yeah, I'm saying we're gonna need a big win. Yeah, I mean, luckily we've got Spurs in a few weeks, so Dr. Tottenham will be there to give us that win. But at this moment in time, I'm not worried. I'm a bit worried. But you're not worried then that maybe stop.
Who are your next 6?
Man City, Arsenal, Fulham, Spurs, West Ham away. Fulham and Spurs are at home. West Ham away, then Palace at home, and I think it's Everton away.
That's a other than City, Arsenal, that's a decent run. I'm not gonna know.
We should deal with West. I bet we beat West Ham. That's what we need to do. Go to West Ham.
You better hope they don't have new manager out because Nuno's probably gone this weekend. I think they lose to Spurs. As much as Spurs are bad, I think if Thomas
Whose ground's at Tottenham's ground.
Yeah, it's at Spurs. Spurs will win that, but it won't be convincing. But Spurs will probably win that by like 1 or 2-0. Nuno, the writing's on the wall. I think by the time you play them, they'll probably have a new manager.
Yeah, but they're just a mess, man. It doesn't matter about new manager bouts. They're just a mess, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. They're just an honest mess. They're going down, innit? You know what I'm saying? They're going down. It's sad. Premier League, Barclays heritage and that, but
it's true. And what do you think about the Paqueta stuff? Because I can't lie. If I was a West Ham fan, I'd be fuming. They stuck by him through the betting stuff.
Yeah.
And then he literally said, you know what? We're in a relegation battle. I want to go back to Brazil. But apparently his view is he wants to go to Flamengo because he's got more of a chance getting in the Brazilian team, which I kind of hear. But there's a way to go about it, man. But I would be fuming if I was a West Ham fan. I would be absolutely fuming. They stuck by him.
Yeah, didn't he want to? He was going to go City, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was going. But then obviously, I think a week before he was supposed to go City, I think they had like a gentleman's agreement. The betting stuff came out a week later, and then City. You know what City are like? They actually the irony.
He actually got not guilty though.
Yeah. That's why he started playing again. But I was going to say, City don't want to. They don't want to. This just sounds very ironic, but they don't want to get anything. They don't want to get involved in anything dodgy.
You sure about that, pal? You sure about that, mate? I've got 137 reasons as to why that's not true. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
They didn't want 138. That's why I think they left.
Exactly, pal. Exactly. Oh, how many betting charges he got? You know what I mean? How many betting charges he got? Yeah, I saw him get a red card the other week. Yeah, when he was sitting there arguing with the referee for about 5 minutes.
The yellow he got against us, right, when we beat them 2-0 end of November. And, it's just sus because he was already on a yellow. You keep arguing.
That's what I'm talking about. Was it the red he got against you lot?
Yeah, it was.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Where he was arguing with the ref for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and you're already on a yellow, and his players are still trying to drag him away. It's like, do you have another bet? Have you told your uncle in Brazil to step on another bet? Because this is a bit dodgy.
Do you think we have a chance to get into? I do. I think we have a chance to get in Champions League football. That's what Wilcox has said, by the way. Wilcox told the players that we need to get Champions League football probably for financial reasons and to get the Adam Waltons, the Andersons in the world. Because I do think if we get Champions League football, we will end up with one of Anderson or Walton. Do you get what I'm saying? I think Balaba's done. I think that's going to happen. I think we all know that he's got his heart set on Man United. Whether we have Champions League football or not, I think we get Balaba. But I feel like we just want that extra 50, 60 million pound to spend and a bit more pull.
Let me ask you this though, Touchdown, yeah? Because it can go both ways. Because I think Bruno's come out and said this in the past, and so has Bernardo Silva, both the Portuguese lads, yeah? There's this narrative, one game a week, you'll be better in that. Do you prefer the 1 game a week, or would you rather be in another competition? Because
I would rather be in the other competition, but
yeah,
it can be beneficial. I'd rather, because I want to win the league. I want to win the cup. Sorry, if you got to win the league, win the cups.
win the
Do you get what
cup.
I'm going to say? And I hate this narrative. Oh, you have to get. Oh, would you rather be in the Champions League or win the cups? I'd rather be in both, mate. Win the cups and get Champions League football. You can do both. Yeah, I'm saying.
Because but there's some like United fans that spin this narrative. Oh, we should definitely get top 5 now because it's 1 game a week, whatnot. But sometimes professionals have said many times, Bruno from your club, Bernardo from City, I've heard them say in interviews, as a footballer, you want to kind of be playing every 3 days, winning culture, especially if you're winning as well.
Depends. It depends. Because it could be mentally damning as well if you're not winning. Do you get what I'm saying? You keep going losing games.
Because there's a month. Said was telling me there's a month. I think there's an FA Cup fixture and then there's international break. You play once in a month, or you have like a 3-week break, something crazy like that.
Something like that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be seen. I'd rather be in the cup just to play. No, but the FA Cup weekend though, there's going to be a Premier League games though. Surely there is Premier League.
I don't think for round 5 there is. I don't think for round 4 there is, because FA Cup week commencing February the 12th.
No, you're probably right. Actually, because there'll be better Premier League teams still in the cup.
Yeah, it's only 5th round and onwards. But you know what? To reply to Final Boss, right? You're right, but you'll know yourself. You're 1 in 9. Like games you should win. The good fixtures you've already had, you've not won.
No, but have you seen their last 11?
Crazy.
You're crazy, bro. Hey, listen, as I said, I'm going to sit them. Chelsea are a mess, mate. If you want to deny it, that's all you want. You can deny what you want. They're a mess. That Liam Rosinha is, by the way, I found out they've got, if they sack him, they don't have to pay him off. They've got a clause in his contract if they sack him. So that's how you know they already know he's getting sacked.
6-year contract. They're going to have to pay him big money.
No, I'm saying apparently they don't have to pay him. They put that in the contract if they sack him.
Wait, they don't have to pay him.
You don't have to pay him. I don't know. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, they don't have to pay him if they think. Yeah, they've got Leeds at home. That Leeds at home won't be an easy game. West Ham away at home won't be a difficult game. They've got Crystal Palace away, Napoli. By the way, confirmed today that Glasner's leaving. Glasner confirmed today that he's leaving.
He's leaving. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not surprised. Then after that, they got like Villa away, Arsenal away, Newcastle at home, Everton away, United at home, City at home, Brighton away, Forest away. The Forest at home, sorry, Liverpool away, Tottenham at home, then Sunderland away in that. Oh my gosh, bro. They've got a terrible last 11 fixtures.
I'm actually gonna say it now, right? Do you know why I think? I think probably Liverpool and United get top 4 and 5. And I'm not just saying this because I'm on the United channel, because I'm deep in it now. The top 4 and 5 race is going to be mad. For me, Brentford has done very well. They're going to fall off. Newcastle, I know they're in and around it now. They're going to fall off. I just think, you know, the last 4 game weeks.
I've already done it, pal. I've already done it. All the Berties are all rattled. Who's this rag talking? Does he not know his club's finished? I got called touch tits and all this stuff. Yeah, I mean,
do you know what I've deep touched on? Yeah, the reason why, I'm just gonna say it flat out from now. I know it's at the end of the season, a lot can happen, but you're just going to get giddy now. But I'm never confident going to Old Trafford. Even with our title-winning teams, you were the ones to take points off and stop. I remember we could have broke the record for 20 consecutive wins. What happened?
It would have been 36 wins in a row in the Premier League.
Exactly. No, but if we beat you, it would have went to 19, and then we didn't lose again for another 19. It would have been a crazy record, straight wins. But the reason why I think Liverpool and United get 4th and 5th is because in the last 4 game weeks, we have to go to you lot. But the game after we go to you lot, Chelsea come to Anfield. So... And they've not beat us at Anfield since Tuchel days. I think when the same year they won the league, Mason Mount scored a goal, but that was an empty Anfield. With a packed Anfield, they've not beat us since Diego Costa days, 2015, 10 years ago. So I fancy us against them. You lot, I'll take a draw from now. I'll say it now because we will probably be near each other at the time.
That'll be 3 points for us, pal. Don't you worry, mate. We ain't giving you a point, pal.
It'll be tasty. It'll be tasty, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I guess we'll see, pal. But yeah, man, Manchester derby's on the horizon. What are you thinking about that game? Do you think United can get a result? Or do you think United will get a result? Do you think City would turn up? What's going to happen? They got a big result in the week.
Normally, I'm a predictions guy, right? And I'm quite set, but I keep changing my mind with this game because I think to myself, United, they always just pull out a result. You know, what I've realized with United, right? When you think, oh, United could get something here against City, you normally lose. When your back's against the wall and everyone's like, City are going to smash them, United will normally win. I can name you loads of games. Van Persie at the Etihad that season with the free kick.
We won the league.
when you won the league, right? But the narrative going into that, even though you were one of the best teams, I remember the narrative going into that. Oh, I think City would win that game. I remember Martial at Old Trafford. You know when he scores from the halfway line. I think it was from the halfway line. I think he beat them 2-0 under Oli against City. Do you remember?
That weren't from the halfway line. That was McTominay in the last minute from the halfway line.
Sorry, McTominay, not
Martial scored, but it weren't from that. It was the one where Bruno lobbed over the back four in the free kick. I remember that. Thiago, you know, Thiago Antaro's got that little lob pass he does for the free kick.
Pass, yeah. So that game, I remember when McTominay scored from far out, the narrative City gonna batter United get a draw. I remember even last season, even though City were in bad form, City are gonna beat United. Ahmad with a last minute amazing goal. I just feel like when people say, "Oh, City gonna United," you don't get a draw, and you're at Old Trafford. I believe in new manager bounce. A lot of people say, "Oh, new manager bounce ain't a thing." Well, it is. If you look at the history of football, it actually is a thing. And Carrick knows to go. And do you know what, touchline? This must be refreshing for you. Lot. Spoke to Syed about this. Spoke to Flores about this. And speaking to you about this. It must be refreshing to actually play players in their position. I think you're actually going to have Bruno in the 10. I think you're going to set up in a 4-2-3-1. I'd like to know your thoughts on that. Yeah, but I went with a 2-1 City win initially because I thought, you know what, they might have too much. De Ligt's not back, is he? Because I think you're missing him big time, by the way.
No, De Ligt's not back, but Maguire is.
That's still a big help for you. But I thought, you know, City might nick this. But then I'm thinking Old Trafford, Carrick, and Bremo and Bremo and what do you call it? And Bremo and Ahmad back. I'm going to go for, do you know what? I'm going to go for an audacious 3-3 on Twitter. So ignore my Twitter results.
Someone else put that as well. They said 3-3.
I think 3-3 because
you got City fans going 6-1 and all that. I'm like, who do you think you are, pal?
No,
who do you think they are?
I'm sorry, with Max Allen and Kusanov, because you know what the narrative is now? Oh, they went St. James Park and they played well. Well, this is a Manchester derby that anything can, you know.
And we're better than Newcastle anyway, so we've got better attack than them.
Exactly. I can't lie. I actually rate United as much as I despise your club. You've got good attackers, and the thing is, when I knew Amarim should have got sacked a long time ago, but when Dorgu had one of the games of his life, I think at left back, and then he puts him right, like he changed the position next game. He just didn't make sense. I don't think Carrick will do that stupidness. That Carrick will want to galvanize the club, play players in their position. But earlier on, I said 2-1 City. I think it will be 3-3 now. I think it's going to be goals. A lot of people think it's going to, like I was saying to you off air, it's going to be slow and it's going to be this boring game. I think it's going to be two teams that can't defend and it's just a basketball game. I think it's going to be 3-3 draw.
I hope so. I hope for a 3-2 win. Yeah, we actually scored the third most goals in the league. Yeah, I'm saying.
Who's the top two? Arsenal and City?
Arsenal and City. City got number one. City are on 45. But bear in mind, the last 3 games have only scored 2 goals. Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, but Arsenal scored 40 as well. So, yeah, we've got right now, we've got the third most goals in the league. I'm laughing at this, by the way, final boss. This one, mate. Anderson or Walton is coming to Chelsea to replace Enzo going PSG. Firstly, there's no credible links. And secondly, you ain't that club, pal. You ain't that club, pal. You know what I'm saying? You've never been that club and you're not that club, pal. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, Anderson or Walton is going to Man United or Man City and maybe Liverpool. One of those clubs will snatch up both of them. Like, I think Anderson might go City, Walton might go United, Liverpool, or something along those lines. You get what I'm trying to say? You lot, yeah, I'm saying you stick to, maybe you got Andre Santos. I'm sure, Don keeps hyping him out. He's probably watched him on White Scout and all that stuff. Yeah. So I'm sure Andre Santos can do a job. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
You know what, Touchline? Let me add to this comment here. Do you know why this won't happen, final boss? And I think you'll agree. I think this summer, you lot are just going to concentrate on your forward line and your defense. I think your midfield, you're going to leave alone. You've got Asugo to come back. There's another player you have to come back. You can't really hang a hat on Lavia, but there's Asugo. There's another player who's... Don was telling... Don has his White Scout and all these young players. Don was telling me there's another player that Chelsea are looking to promote to the first team for next season. I think you're going to concentrate on centre-backs, left forwards, a striker. I actually think you're going to leave your midfield alone. The only way, like you kind of said, if Enzo does leave, then of course you're going to have to replace him. But I think Enzo will stay, man. I don't think he'll go for now.
No one's buying him out of his contract, but he's probably going to be, unless they want to lower their price like 50 million. No one's buying them. I'm trying to say, no one's buying them. They're stuck with him. And that's the problem. People was like, oh yeah, it was so good that they put these players on 9-year deals, but forgetting that if they don't work out, they're stuck with them. Do you know what I'm saying? So Yeah, man. Yeah, I think Baleba ends up at United. I think that's a dead set. I think he's got his heart set on United. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you are the biggest club, the best club in the world. You know what I'm saying? Some players just dreaming to play for you. Do you get what I'm saying?
What is annoying? Like, it disgusts me to agree with you, but what made me sick 10 years ago is when you weren't in Champions League and the likes of Pogba, Ibra, and all these players are still coming to you now. It made me sick to my stomach because
when I was in Ricky Lambert.
When I wasn't in Champions League, exactly, I was getting Joe Allen's, Ricky Lamberts and whatnot, and you're flipping getting Pogba and Ibrahimovic, like the best players in the world at the time. It was annoying.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's just that. As I say, biggest club in the world, mate. No other club could do that. No other club could do that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Even when you're not in the Champions League, you're still signing the best midfielder in the world, one of the best strikers ever. Yeah, I'm saying you got Mkhitaryan, who was the player of the year in the Bundesliga as well. Yeah, I'm saying Eric Bailly was a promising centre back. Yeah, I'm saying shame his injuries and all that stuff. Elliot Anderson is on Chelsea's list in the summer window with appreciation for Mainu and Walton. Liam Rosinya will play a role in deciding which names the club go for in the market. Well, I would know that's bollocks, mate, because the manager gets zero say at Chelsea for signings. So I know that's bollocks. And secondly, where's that source come from? Yeah, we could do something that another club can do. That's what Edward Wood said. Edward Wood said, we're Man United. We can do things that other clubs can't do in the market. And he was bang on. You know what I'm saying? We are Man United. We can do whatever we want. Do you get what I'm trying to say? We are the biggest club in the world. Everyone else wishes they were us and all that stuff. Yeah, but I'm stuck in two. I said 2-1 last night, but that's because I'm on the Bertie's channel. Yeah, I mean, I can't go on the Bertie's channel with chest and sit there and then I mean, tell them about their big day out, their cup final and all that stuff. Big Steve reminded him of his childhood. You get what I'm saying? Of it, how many times Man United used to bully him in his childhood, and yeah, but I'll be honest. The closer it gets, I'm going to it as well. Yeah, I'm saying so. The closer it gets,
big up because I was actually going to ask you for going because me and you obviously. We're from that south of the country, but we go to games quite often. But I've been watching your vlogs and that. You go quite often, so and you'll know it's tiring. You have to set your day. You actually
the whole day.
Because I was at Barnsley.
Even sometimes the next day because I might have to stay there overnight, especially
exactly. Because I was at Barnes literally in the last 10 days. I was at Barnsley, Leeds New Year's Day, Barnsley the other day. I was gonna go this weekend, but I have to do something. But yeah, it's not. Listen, being a and this is when you get, I know you've experienced it. This is where you get the fans saying just support your locals. Like, no, like we love our club. We're gonna travel. We're gonna do them miles. But I was gonna ask if you're going tomorrow. Are you leaving tonight or early hours of tomorrow morning?
No, I'm leaving early hours tomorrow morning. I've got to get up early, like 6 a.m., bro. Yeah, it takes your whole day. Do you get me? It takes your whole day up, bro. It might even take your whole next day up. And especially if we do lose, yeah, it takes my whole week up, mate, because I'll be sitting there in a bad mood for the next week. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, yeah, it does take up. But, support your local, though, lads, innit? Yeah, I mean, apparently you don't love your club if you're not from the local area. 90%
the irony of that saying, support your locals, that don't the locals realise the club is what it is because of the international and
I know that. I know. A lot of United fans don't even say that. So you might get the odd United fan that says it, but yeah,
I've got a lot from scouts. But then the thing again, it's just internet scouts because when I go to Anfield, I get so much love. I get so much. They embrace you. So it's mainly just the internet, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, it is. You're right, bro. You're right about that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. You know what? It's also just a lot of the Tin Pot Club fan. I feel like I obviously we're not. I'm not. I wouldn't know. I don't know how old you are, but I'm 20, bruv. I've got that from when I was a kid. Support your local. Yeah, I think it's been passed down generations. Yeah, because of all the shit clubs, the Crystal Palaces, the Brightons, the West Hams, and all the Tin Pot clubs, the Newcastles, the Sunderlands. Maybe not Sunderland. I respect Sunderland and that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they never won anything, and then they were just so bad. They sat there and said, "Oh yeah, but you don't support your local." Do you know what I'm saying? As if that's a way to dig it down. Oh yeah, you're better than us at football. You're superior to us, but you don't support. It's what Man City fans used to say to us. Oh, Manchester's blue. Why is Manchester blue? Oh, Man United fans are all from London. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You know what one? Obviously, you can't relate because here you go in the 2000s and whatnot. You were the club winning anything. But you know the one I get a lot touch on here. You're a glory hunter because of the history of your club. I was like, I got into football 2004. That my first ever game was Arsenal Liverpool. Neil Mellor scored. You're quite historic on other clubs as well. Neil Mellor scored a last-minute goal. You might remember it. We beat Arsenal 2-1, November 28th, 2004. Right, that was my first ever game going to Anfield. So before people say, "Oh, you only loved Liverpool because of Champions League," no, I was actually going to games, and that was my first game in that season, right? But the one I get is your glory hunt is like, do you realize it would have been easier to support United or Arsenal, who were winning things at the time, or even Chelsea? I started supporting Liverpool when we were bad, so I never understood the.
See me, I can't. I don't care if people say I'm a glory hunter anyway. So I say, yeah, what? I'm what? Just because your club's got none glory.
Got no glory, exactly.
It's got no glory. You wouldn't understand it, but it's not even that. It's like I've supported United for as long as I can remember. My granddad was going to United games in the 70s. Yeah, I'm saying when we got relegated. So at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, like, bro, I don't know when I started supporting Man United. I couldn't tell you because the game I remember was the final, the Barca one, the 3-1. You know what I'm saying? The 2011. I remember that game. That's the game I remember. But I remember we won the league that year. Yeah, I'm saying I remember that. I vividly remember the last league title we won, number 20. Do you get what I'm saying? The first team, no COVID titles needed. So yeah, man. I listen. People sit there and go, "Oh, you never seen the glory days of Man United?" I said, "Yeah, I did." But the thing is, you get this. You never seen the glory days of United. And it's from Spurs fans, and Wolfie said it to me once. I'm like,
do you know what? It's so disrespectful because when I hear it from City fans, Chelsea, Arsenal, when I hear it from clubs that have won in my lifetime, I can not really Arsenal actually, but when I hear it from Chelsea, United, and City, I can somewhat get Chelsea and United ruined my childhood. It weren't just United, Chelsea as well. FA Cup final 2012, they knocked us out of a few Champions League ties. We knocked them out as well. Carling Cup final 2005 knocked us out. I was there with my dad. Like, do you know what I mean? At Managerial and whatnot, they ruined my childhood as well. City again, my adolescence or whatnot. But then I've seen a few things. But the thing is that when you're hearing it from Forest, Spurs, and whatnot, it's like, who the hell do you not think you are? And you know what? Big up PFC TV, because I see earlier you're an Irish United fan. I can't lie. Going 4 times a year, making that trip and whatnot. Big up your damn self.
To be fair, it's not actually that expensive. It's cheaper to go from Dublin to Manchester than it is to go from London to Manchester on a train. No.
Do you know what? That makes sense, because even to go to London to Manchester, London to Liverpool, right? It's a bump. It's actually a bump. But I go with the supporters club, so I actually get it on discount. But yeah, for a normal fan, like it's I see
your Snapchat story all the time, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You in the boxes and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean,
no. Listen, I don't know where this narrative has come from. Yeah, George said, "Ramel, you're always in the boxes." You know when I was in the box though, when you lot should have beat us. Do you know the 2-2? Last January.
No, but I'm talking about when you was at the box the other day for the Chelsea.
Yeah, but the things people act like I'm always in the box. Normally, listen, touch on that. I'm appreciative because I got that ticket given to me last minute. I like to be in a cop where fans sing. You know, when you're hospitality and that, you sing and they look at you like you're mad. I can do it, man. Yeah, but I prefer being. I don't really like hospitality too tough. But obviously, I'm appreciative
for the Tories.
Say that again.
For the Tories.
I said for the stories. Don't kill me.
Yeah, I am going to go to the protest. I'm going to cover it on this channel. Do you get what I'm saying? We've got a protest.
When is your protest?
February 1st, the Fulham game. Yeah, I'm saying it's going to be
any or Glazers or both.
Both, I think. I think it's going to be both. I think the majority of it's going to be Glazers, isn't it? But I know Saeed's probably going to go because he goes to home games. I know also he's like pushing that. It's getting like a big movement right now on the internet. So you might see a few thousand people turn up. Whether they do anything last time, I don't know.
Do you know what one will be big, right? In the one tomorrow, Chelsea's one, that is picking up momentum. I think they'll have a couple thousand there.
They had a protest last time and one person turned up and it was CB.
I remember CB. No, but what I'm trying to say is this one, big Chelsea accounts have reposted and whatnot. I reckon it's going to make noise. Like, you're going to see it all over the news tomorrow. I think they'll actually get quite a lot.
Anyways, we're going to get into the Champions League. So City have signed Guehi. Do you reckon they're favourites for the Champions League right now? Because, being honest, if it weren't for Real Madrid, they probably would have done 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Probably would have done it.
Say that, yeah.
Probably would have done 3 Champions Leagues in a row.
Wait, which Champions League? So obviously the one they won, 2023.
The year you won the quadruple, they would have beat you in the final, I believe.
No, I disagree. I actually think we would have beat them in the final.
Okay, cool. But they would have got to the final. They would have got to 4 finals in a row because they
would have beat.
They won the year after. And they would have probably beat Dortmund in the final as well if they'd beaten Madrid. And Madrid played, maybe Bayern would have beat them in the semi-final. But that's
City. The thing is, City, that once you get that first Champions League on your belt, like they got Pep, whatnot, they can have a run. But I still think it depends luck of the draw. But I believe us and Arsenal will have deeper runs. My favorite for the Champions League is Bayern, though. My favorite for the Champions League is
That's
Bayern.
What I've been saying, but I hope they don't burn out. I want them to win it. I'd rather them.
You know what I was actually saying? Hooks always reminds me, and for your community that also watch Hooks channel as well. I was actually saying Chelsea. and I got laughed at, right? But now when I'm deep in their defense, because the thing is, Champions League, you'll know
Not
this.
with Liam, not with Liam in charge, mate. Matisse and that.
See, and this is the thing. That's more of a reason why I don't think they'll do it anymore. And even before Liam, right? The minute Cahill went that, because I said it normally around the time, I said it before Cahill got that ACL injury, but I was like, you know what? Champions League, Chelsea, in both the years they won it, in my opinion, on paper, they weren't even in the top 4 or 5 teams in Europe, in my opinion, right? Champions League's not about being the best. In 2005, we weren't even in the top 10. So I was like, you know what? Chelsea are my dark horse to win it. But now, with Liam, their centre-back, I can't lie. Don always goes on, if you have, at the moment, if you have Fofana and Badiashile, or Fofana and...
he bang overrates all of them, but Fofana is the most overrated centre-back.
He's like, if they can stay fit. I've just deeped it. Any centre-back pairing for them is just not good. Like, it's just not good. In my opinion, it's not good.
They're just not good. They're not a good team. Like they look like Man United under Ten Hag. Genuinely, they look like there's no fight, no passion. It's a semi-final against your London rivals. You don't won a domestic trophy in 8 years, and there was just no urgency, no nothing from them. Yeah, they're missing Palmer, they're missing James, they're missing Caicedo, some of their leaders and that, but bro, there was nothing from them to me to get there and go.
I don't think they win tomorrow. I think Brentford beat them tomorrow.
Oh, I probably I might beat them. I reckon they get a result. Brentford are on really good form. I don't know if they'll beat them. If they do beat them, it's a West London derby as well. If they do beat them,
you know, if Final Boss is still in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. I think in Brentford's last 6 games against Chelsea, I think it's 3 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. They've actually got a good record against Chelsea.
They beat them. I remember one time they beat them 2-0 at the Bridge. I don't know when it was, but I remember they beat them 2-0 at the Bridge. I think Wayne scored. But yeah,
you've seen them before. But to be fair to them, Chelsea should have beat them this season. But obviously, Brentford scored last minute.
By the way, this is because Man City paid the 20 million up front. Yeah, I'll lay my house on it. Yeah, because they've got really good PSR. And for clubs that are desperate for cash, and Crystal Palace might be, I don't know, that massively helps for PSR and FFP. Yeah, paying it up front rather than paying it over installments. Yeah, and Man City probably said to them, we'll pay up front. They paid the 20 million up front. So ultimately, yeah, that's why it is. I explained this scenario a million times during the summer about, like, you know, how PSR works and that. If people, I'm not saying you twisted, but people don't want to listen to it. Yeah, I mean, I can't help them. Yeah, I mean, this is literally basically what happened. Man City probably said to them, we'll pay 20 million up front. Liverpool probably sitting there saying, we'll pay 15 million first installment, then 20 million or something the next installment. They didn't want it. They said, no, we'll take the 20 million up front or whatever. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, they did actually reject her. You know, they rejected a 70 million pound bid last January from Spurs.
70?
Yeah, 70 million pound. Yeah, they 55 million plus 15 in add-ons.
You're gonna laugh, but you reckon they reject it and Guehi just didn't want to go there?
No, I agree. I agree with that. I don't think Guehi would have gone there, but I'm saying it was worth it in the end because they won the FA Cup, and I don't think they would have won it without Guehi. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he wouldn't have won. That club is dusted, mate. That club is dusted. Do you know they carry on the way they are, they're going to end up on the table.
Do you know the audacity of them? Yeah, you know how John Hatton
even George looks defeated now, bro. I'm looking at George on stream and he looks defeated.
Yeah, no, George is giving. He's like, you know what? I only do content now because I have to do content now. The season's done for Spurs. And I even said to him, you know, I was being cheeky. I said, you know, you're still in Champions League playoff position. He's like, don't take the piss, whatnot. But I was going to say, like, you know how you were saying earlier when Spurs fans are like giving it to United fans that are trying to get onto you and whatnot, and like, support your local whatnot, yeah. You see Spurs, I've even seen on Twitter, yeah, some of them are giving me a bit of stick. It's bants, but still, it's like, who the hell do you think you are? You see how Heitinga was our assistant when we won the league last year. He went Ajax, got sacked. He's gone to Spurs. They're like, we've taken your number 2. It's like, I don't care. It's Spurs.
I didn't even know he was your number 2. I didn't even know he was your number 2.
Yeah, he was our number 2. And to be fair, a lot of people are saying that he was taking a lot of our sessions last season. You know how Carlos Queiroz, when you lot were very successful in the late,
I talk about when Ronaldo, Tevez, and that, yeah.
One. You know he would oversee a lot. He will oversee a lot of your training sessions. Yeah. That was Heitinga for us last season. Slot hardly took a lot of our training sessions, so he was key. I'm not going to sit here and lie. He was key to us, and Everton fans were obviously fuming because he's an ex-Everton player. But yeah, man, he's gone to Spurs. Spurs are like, we've taken your number 2, and it's like, do you really think I'm going to go back and forth with Spurs? Like, we're going to batter you when we next play you as well. Like, it doesn't matter.
They're screwed, mate. They're screwed. Yeah, apparently they have given Guehi 300k a week, by the way.
No, it's not 300, 200, 200. Fabrizio confirmed it on his channel. I think.
Cool, sweet.
They wouldn't give him 300. That'll make him their highest paid. And you know what's mad?
No, it would be the highest paid player because Haaland's on about £1 million a week because how many bonuses he's got.
So it'll be you're right, actually. I forgot.
And Marmoush's on 300 as well.
They're gonna sell him though. I reckon they'll sell him this summer. But the thing is with the Guehi thing. What's your opinion on this touchdown? Yeah, look, I know like City on a centre back crisis. He will play until the World Cup, in my opinion. But once Diaz and Vardy come back fully fit for the next season,
they'll put Vardy left back.
Do you reckon?
But City always do. They always have big squads, in it.
No, but then they found I think with ain't always that he's injury prone, but if he stays fit, he'll be there. I think Guehi might not start when everyone's back.
Oh yeah, they got 2 left backs as well. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. And Riley's been doing well there.
I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Do you know
they needed someone that could play right back and centre back rather than someone that could play left back and centre back.
Do you know what? To answer PFC's comment, Nathan Collins, I've always actually rated. I think he's a solid centre back, but we need to level up again. For me, it's my shortlist is Schlotterbeck, Diamande, and
Schlotterbeck's got Bayern written all over it though.
I know. It's just wishful thinking at this point. But Schlotterbeck, Diamande. Now I had a third centre back in mind as well, Van der Ven as well. I want Van der Ven.
Yeah, you ain't getting Van der Ven though. No chance. You're 90 million. They're going to ask for him.
No, they're going to try and sort. But this is what
I don't think he's that good though. Anyways,
I remember you saying. But do you know what touchdown? Right. One thing about my club though, if we actually think your work, you've seen Verts and Isaac. If we think Van Dijk, when everyone was saying we got ripped off, if we actually think you're worth the money. But again, you're right. Spurs will probably ask for 90 million, and we'll probably want to stop at like 60 or 70. But here's a Liverpool. Like I know with Liverpool fans, we always do this, but like there's pictures of him and his family, whatnot, growing up. He's actually a Liverpool fan. Like, he spoke openly about it, so I think he would come to us if we were serious.
Yeah, Man City cook the books in broad daylight, and everyone gives a blind eye and say nothing about it. The whole system is rigged. Facts, mate. Do you get what I'm saying? 137 charges. Yeah, I'm saying they do.
You know, touchdown. You do know that's all going to get brushed under the carpet.
Probably already has, mate. Probably already has, mate. Probably already brushed under the carpet. Do you get what I'm saying? Shows that, by the way, to Man City fans, by the way, that don't mean you didn't cook the books, bruv. Because I've got my own eyes. I went on your website a couple of years ago, found a betting sponsor. They got 40 followers on Twitter. Do you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, if you think you didn't cook the books, that's fine. But reality is, we know you did. Yeah, just because. Listen, with courts, who are the courts run by? Judges. What are judges? Human beings. With human beings, there can be bribed. They can make decisions wrong. I'm not saying this happened, but they can get things wrong. You know how it is. And also the fact that they did cheat, but the thing is what their thing was is their emails got hacked into. So that is illegal in itself. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So if that's illegal in itself, so that's why they would get with it. But they did actually cheat, and I don't know why they deny it. They're better off just saying we cheated, but there's nothing you can do.
What I would say though, touchdown is big up Daps, big up LB. They've educated me. Yeah, some of the charges are nonsense. Those it's
left for the grass and that. Yeah.
So some of them are nonsense. I'm not excusing them, but some of them I'm like, what the hell? Like it was a bit crazy.
Crook by name, crook by
literally. Final boss, stop listening to him because I think Fabrizio either on his YouTube or he's put it on Twitter. It was in one of my group chats. He's reported that it's 200k.
What do you think of Calvin Bassey?
Nah.
You
know what, Ibrahim? He's good for a Fulham level, but he's a press trigger. You know, Ibrahim, I'll give you a bit of homework. Yeah, next time Nigeria been knocked out. Next time you watch Fulham, watch when he's on the ball. The better clubs. There's always a player running at him. He is literally the press trigger. See Anderson, and I rather Anderson because Anderson, his range of passing, by the way, is second to none. He has got a pass.
He's older now, isn't it? They won't get him.
Yeah, that's the only thing. He's in his face. Bassey, I think, is 28. I think he's 27, 28. Or is he younger?
For Rangers. I don't know. He's played for Rangers, and he scored in the European final. I remember.
Yeah, but Bassey, for me, I want centre backs that are comfortable on the ball, especially the way we're playing. And I think we get Alonso. Alonso and Slot they're different but similar. They both like technicians. Bassey wouldn't last a week. And this is not the thing is with modern day football fans. If you say he's not good enough for your club, it doesn't mean he's a bad footballer. I just don't think he's our level. I think he's a good centre back for Fulham. But
that's why I always say with United fans, like they sit there and go, "Why can't we get this guy? Why don't we get this guy? Why don't we get this guy?" I'm like, bro, like when there's breaking news now, we're going to look for a loan on. There's a secret midfielder. We're looking for a loan deal, but it's like, bro, some of these players are not actually that good. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You just want to panic buy, and I don't want to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? Because then you're not wasting money, and we haven't got money to waste. You know what I'm saying? So
That's who I want. PFC, I can tell you no bull, bro. Lacroix, I would
yeah, I'll
love.
take him.
They're not going to sell him. You think
They
Guehi's
ain't got
gone?
a choice. They ain't got a choice, bro.
What to sell Lacroix?
Maybe not in January, but in the summer, they ain't got a choice. If Liverpool
You
knocks on
think
his
they sell
door,
Lacroix in the summer?
no, if Liverpool knocks on the door and he said I want to leave, they'd have to sell him.
But speaking of extortion, like, do you know what? If I reckon he would want to come to us, obviously we're bigger than Palace, right? But speaking of extortion, Palace will, if they just lost their his centre back pairing partner, right? If he does leave, you know how football's gone nowadays, right? A lot of these mid-table or lower league Premier League clubs, they're gonna request that high five figures, sometimes maybe even they're gonna request 9 figures, sometimes even in like the 8
They're
figures.
going to go down soon, I reckon.
90 million. Say that again.
They're gonna go down soon, I reckon.
What, Palace?
They're going to get relegated soon.
They're my local. I can't have them going down.
They're my local as well. Well, not really, but I've got Bromley and them. But do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember. You're not too far, but I don't want Palace. They actually have a.
Oh no, I'd love it, man. I can't deal with their fans, man. They're so mouthy. You know what I'm saying? My cousins and that.
I rather Forest
they love talking. I'd laugh my absolute tits off if they got relegated, mate. I'd love it if they got relegated, pal. Yeah, I'd absolutely love it, and I think they're going to go down soon. I think that FA Cup was their glory moment. Yeah, I'm saying they'll talk about it in 100 years' time. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that was their glory moment. I think they're going to go down soon. I've seen West Ham, for example, won the Conference League a few years ago. Now they're going to go down. Do you know what I'm saying? They were better than Palace. Do you know what I mean? But what happens when you sell all your best players? Yeah, I mean, sometimes you hit the heights, you don't replace them, you go down, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? And
even when
Glasner will leave, they got lucky with Glasner. Be honest, they got lucky with Glasner, innit?
Yeah, they hit the jackpot. And even the year West Ham got to the semi-final and got knocked out against Frankfurt, they were good that season. They were actually good.
And even when they sat Moyes, they finished 9th. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I think they'll go down. I think Palace will go down. Maybe not next year, but a few years' time. Do you get what I'm saying? I think they'll probably sell Walton. They'll sell Lacroix might. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Mateta will probably leave. And the thing is, not replace him.
That's a player I think that goes this summer. I think if you ask me Lacroix and Mateta, I think, but then you're right. With big players, when you start, if Lacroix could sit there and think, hold on, Guehi's gone, Mateta's going, Wharton's going to go. Hold on, I don't want to be the only big player. You're right, actually. But there's a good chance Lacroix leaves. But have you heard of, I've not watched him, but a lot of my other fan base and people that I trust, they've watched him at Como. Have you heard of the centre-back called Roma? I think he's under 21. Fabregas is centre-back.
I know Como are actually doing quite well in Serie A, but I don't trust that league, to be honest. That league's played in slow motion, mate. It's trash. So I've never heard of him. No, I've never heard of him.
No,
I know they've got that. Is it Nico Paz? He's on loan at Real Madrid or something.
Tom Little loves him. But like, I've watched him a few times. He does look good. I've not watched him enough to form a proper opinion, but he does look quite. Jacobo Ramon, that's his name. Big up Baran. But
they have a £9 million buyback clause for him. That's Real Madrid.
Oh, he's your player. I didn't know that. But because I know this week he's been linked to our club heavily. Apparently, we're looking at him a lot. But then I can't lie, Baran. Yeah, if you look at your centre back options, you know you're probably going to get one in the summer as well. Like, again, I'm not saying we're bigger than you at all, but I think if with Liverpool right now, if you're centre back, you have a future in our team. Gomez and Van Dijk's contracts end next summer, not this summer, but summer 2027. Konate will leave. Some fans are still optimistic he signs a contract. I think he goes in the summer personally.
Yeah, I think he goes
now. And Leone looked good in the one game, albeit it was Southampton.
Ain't that a slap in the face for you? Like you're the champions, and you seem to be scrambling around for a centre back. Like your best centre back, or your second best centre is going to leave. Starting centre back. Do you know what I'm going to say? On a free, by the way.
Touchline, it's frustrating, bro. It's actually frustrating.
I think Liverpool will never be the biggest club in the world, mate, like us, because if we were Premier League champions, no centre-backs leaving us on a free, bro. No centre-backs leaving us on a free. Do you know what I'm saying? And Marc Guehi, English centre-back, is joining Man United.
But do you know what? That's negligence from us, though. We should have got these contracts wrapped up early. The Konate situation is similar to Trent, bro. We're not applying enough pressure with years in advance. That's all it is.
No, I hear that. Roms, do you think we need a left winger? If so, for me, we should get Jan Diamande, the RB Leipzig winger. He's a Liverpool fan. I think you said that earlier.
Yeah, I see the video.
Kaz is in love with him, bro. But I've not watched him.
I've not seen him. I've not seen much of him. But what I would say, Ibrahim, because expectations change this year, our objective is to have 2 deep cup runs, FA Cup, Champions League, and to get top 5, right? So, do I think Rio and Gakpo? Listen to me carefully. Am I happy with our left wing options? No, but do I think them two and Vert sometimes goes there? Do I think Rio and Gakpo are enough to get us top 5? 100%. 100%. So I wouldn't. I would probably wait till the summer, but it's not something we need this window. This window we need a centre back. 100%.
Final boss, mate. Chelsea linked with everyone, mate. So yeah, I don't think you'll sign Sensor, but I think he's 29, so I think he's a bit too old for you lot. Do you get what I'm saying? You like doing the Epstein stuff. Yeah, we have been linked with Murillo, but I don't think we're going to get him. They're going to want about 60 million from him, and they're not going to go down at the end of the day, Forest. So yeah,
let me ask you something, right? One of my friends said he reckons he stays at West Ham, misses his West Ham, whatnot. But if West Ham go down, do you agree that Bowen leaves? My friend thinks he stays. He stays. You reckon? And he comes back up with them.
He's the one player that will stay because do you know who he's married to, bro?
That's what I'm saying. That's
Danny Dyer, and he's a proper West Ham. You know what I mean?
West Ham, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is, touch on here. What Bowen's 28, I think 28, 29. Like,
yeah, but where's he going to go? Nothing's really an upgrade. Like West Ham, he's a West Ham legend, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? Nothing's really an upgrade for him. Be honest, like nothing's really an upgrade.
Because I'm thinking
he might go. Oh, what? He's going to go to like an Everton. Like, is it really that? Like, they might get Europe, but it's like he's already been there. Something really, and I think he will stay. I think he'll stay for them, and I think he'll probably try and get back up.
Fair. You see, I'm of the opposite opinion. I actually think he will leave just because I feel like. Don't know. I feel like he'll still want to win more. Obviously, like I said, he's a legend, won the Conference League for them and whatnot. But he got the goal in that final, didn't he? Winning goal. Did he get win? Who scored for them that final again? It was Bone.
Yeah, it was Bone. He scored in the last minute.
Yeah, I remember he went Bone and whatnot. But like when I look at the top 6, we were always linked with him, but he was never going to come to play second fiddle to Salah. I always said Mbeumo is better than him, and you lot signed Mbeumo. Him and Kudus was a conversation, but I don't think he'll go Spurs now. Chelsea got Esteval. For me, Esteval's really going to start. You know how he hasn't been starting games because they've been trying to regulate his minutes. I didn't even know this touchline here. Apparently for Palmeiras, before Chelsea signed him, he played that over like one. Was it 2K
minutes?
We
got the Neymar treatment.
Don was telling me, I can't remember the exact minutes, but it was loads of minutes for his age. So, because I kept saying, hold on, you lot are gallivanting about he's the best this, best that. Why ain't he starting? And then Don broke it down to me that they're managing his minutes. But I think now he's going to be their regular starting right winger. So he's
bang overrated as well, though, isn't he? By them.
I like Esteval. I'm not going to lie.
He's a good player, but he's bang overrated by them.
I'm trying to think who else. City don't need him.
He'll stay at West Ham. There's no real appeasing thing to do. His family's West Ham. He's got his wife and all that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's like
I'd still take him. I'd actually still take him.
Yeah, well, your fans think you're getting Elise, bro, because you're delusional. But that's sorry for another day. Yeah, I'm saying
the Elise stuff I never bought into. I'm not gonna lie. Like for me, even if he leaves Bayern, I think he'll go somewhere like a City or maybe even back to Chelsea. I don't think he'll.
No, go United, bro. If he got, not that we're going to go in for him. We'll stay at Bayern. Where else is he going to go? So maybe City will go all out for him, but if he's going to go anywhere, I think he'll go United or Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? He's got star talent like that. Yeah,
I think possibly even Arsenal. I think in the future, Saka might get moved back to like in a central role. I don't think.
I thought you were about to say left back. I was gonna crease.
No, not left back.
I'd play him left back, mate, because he can't play right wing in a minute, bro. You see that for their goal, bro? Their goal that Gyökeres scored, and he cut it back.
Exactly.
Yeah, this guy always cutting back.
My point is, I think Saka's going to take up a central role in the next maybe season or two, and I think Arsenal will go for an out-and-out right winger. Madueke, come on, like he's always going to be a squad player. He's not going to be their starting winger for them. No, I hear what you're saying, Sugar Ray Valentine, but I mean, obviously Saka won't sell him or anything, but I can see Saka getting moved to a more central role. And maybe Arsenal getting. Remember, I said it. I think give it another 2-3 years, Saka will be in the middle. Whether it's false 9, whether it's the 10, I think because I think they'll want him closer to goal because he can finish. So I think they'll want him closer to goal.
I think he's just a bit overrated, isn't it? Do you not think Saka's overrated?
Bro, I've never been his biggest fan, bro. He's a very good player. When Arsenal started saying world class, and he's not never actually, but Anfield he's never scored. I think Old Trafford he's got 1 goal, but wasn't it a penalty? He doesn't really. Etihad, I don't think he's ever bad. Like he doesn't do.
Oh yeah, I always say this. Yeah, he's not scored any of the big games, bro. And the way they talk about him, they talk about him like he's a second coming of Ronaldinho, and he's not.
The
Do you get what
one
I'm
game I
saying?
give him big credit for though is the Bernabeu. I think he was. I know it was Alaba and it was the injured Alaba and whatnot, but I still have to give him credit to dink it over one of the best keepers in the world.
Then he missed an open goal in the PSG game. So he haven't done his
You're
own
right.
his
You're
own
right.
good
You're
work.
right.
Do you get what I'm saying? The guy's. Mate, do you regret selling Diaz?
PFC. The only reason we actually touched on it at the start of the stream. The only reason why I say no is because yourself and Touch Aaron will remember. I know he won us the league in his last season, 12-9. But you see the last 10 games of the 23-24 season, he had countless one-on-ones against you lot at the game we drew 2-2 and Bruno scored the mad goal. He had countless one-on-ones that game, fluffed them. Against City, when I think if we win that game against City, we probably go on to win the title. He was messing up. That title run in 23-24 was poor. And one thing about Diaz, revisionism's very cool. In hindsight, yeah, we shouldn't have sold him, but he was very wasteful. Very wasteful. So I'm happy that he won the league. He had a nice ending to his Liverpool career and whatnot, but I don't regret selling him. What I do regret is us not maybe replacing a similar profile. I don't rate Gakpo. Never have rated Gakpo, right?
I hear it.
But for me, I would if you told me we we're going to sell a left-sided player, I would have rather Gakpo over Diaz, but we messed up not replacing his profile. We need someone that actually takes on their man.
Yeah, no, I hear that because United fans always do this revisionism and Rashford and stuff like that. And it's like, if Cunha don't do well, that mean we should have kept Rashford, mate. Because Rashford,
literally.
By the way, I'm in heaven, mate. I'm just running on Twitter. I'm just seeing Rashford slander.
Barca fans are
all
happy.
The Barca fans hate him. And the thing is, I'm in Football Carnage's Discord, yeah. So I go on his Discord. There's Barca fans. Obviously, it's Barca Madrid mainly in their Discord, yeah.
Yeah.
And bro, they can't stand him, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? They just say he's so bad. Yeah, I'm saying, he's got. I think he's got like 7 or 8 assists in all comps this season or something like that. But bro, they're saying he's missing chances. He can't take his man on. Again, in a league, by the way, that isn't known for pace, and he's got P&P. You'd think he'd do well in that.
Do you know what happened, Touch China? Because Barca Madrid, La Liga is probably the league I watch most after the Premier, but mainly only them 2 teams. I'm not going to lie and say I watch the whole league, right? But what reason? You know how he had a good start and he got a lot of GA, yeah? Remember,
it was assist, when you say GA, they do it very snidey because they say G. Remember Darwin Núñez got like 40 GA or 30 GA in that season.
Yeah,
and they do it because like a lot of his assists are Europa League 5-yard passes.
You're like me. From when you're including assists for a forward, something's kind of going wrong there. But imagine with Rashford, when he first started, Lewandowski was injured, Rafinha was injured, I think. Ferran Torres had a knock. So like
he had as well. Yamal had that stuff.
Exactly, bro. And like he had to play. So he actually had a good start. The minute everyone came back, he was on the bench. And then when he gets introduced again, like, did you watch the Madrid game the other day? Like, he could have bagged at least 2 and he was just
the
El Clasico the other day.
We told everyone he's trash, innit? Yeah, but everyone has this narrative that Man United ruin players. No, we don't ruin players. Players get ruined because they play with bad players like Rashford. Do you know what I'm saying? And you look at like Rasmus Højlund scored like 2 in his last 7 or something. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing
do you know another one that has bit the United fans that were backing this player, it has bit them in the art because I've never rated this player right. Do you remember Elanga had a good season at Forest and like, my god, look, we ruined him. And even me, I don't want to stick up for your club. I was like, the United fans that were backing him saying we shouldn't have sold him. I was like, this won't last. The minute he went to Newcastle, now you're seeing him for what he really is.
Yeah, no, I agree, bro. Listen, there's certain players that maybe you could say we ruined. You could say maybe we didn't play Pogba in his actual position. Could play him a bit further forward. Marsh, but even then, like people like Sancho. Sancho's now gone on to 3 different clubs. He's done all right at Dortmund, to be fair. I think Dortmand's a better environment for him because he's not partying, he's not around the wrong people. Whereas when he's in London and that, or when he's in Birmingham, he's probably around. He's probably around people he should. Manchester as well, probably around people he should be around if he wants to stay focused on his career sort of type thing. Isn't it? Yeah, I'm saying it's the same with a lot of players.
PSC, I can tell touchline that in your community, he's one of the best. PSC knows ball. I got pelted by my fan base. I wanted Grealish in the summer, but City would have extorted us. I genuinely think for the way Slot wants to play, Grealish would have been perfect. We're never going to get him, but bro, you read my mind, bro. I wanted Grealish, and my own families were cooking me Grealish in 2026, laughing and that. Well, to be fair, at Everton, you've seen him kind of peter off, but you saw his first 5 or 6 games for Everton. He was balling out. I think he was leading the assists after like 5 game weeks or something.
Grealish is a good player, but he's like Sancho, bro. They're not focused on football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see,
even the other day,
off his face in a pub or something. You know what I mean?
Do you see on Boxing Day or the day after, I think the 27th, when it come out and they were like, "Oh, Grealish in the squad," and everyone was like, "Yeah, he was on the piss. He had too much to drink at Christmas." Then he was back the next game.
Yes. That's why he's a mid-table player, isn't it? He's an 80s baller that could play in a Barclays era type baller that could play for West Ham. He shouldn't play for a top club because the top clubs you have to, you have to be dedicated, really. You know what I'm trying to say. Sancho done well. Sancho's a good player, isn't it?
But I just think for our system, our system, I think Grealish would do all right. I'm not gonna lie. I think he'll do all right.
No, yeah, Grealish is decent. Same with Sancho, they're decent. But Rashford, I don't rate him at all. Oh, yeah. What about this one, though, by the way? Just before we wrap up, because
Varane. I've never on the Bellingham. You see that summer, everyone was like Liverpool should get Bellingham. I said I'd rather spend that 100 million on 3 players. I'd rather help the overall squad instead of.
And by the way, you bought 2 players better than him because Gravenberch and McAllister are both better.
Exactly. And I'm not saying Szoboszlai's better than him, but now you're seeing the player that Szoboszlai could come without. Szoboszlai this season, we're probably in like the bottom 5. So I was actually right. And again, you see when you have a take that's true, no one will give you a flower. No one will end up holding their hands up. When I said I didn't want Bellingham, like, oh, you seeing what he's doing for Dortmund? He's the face of England. I was like, you know what? I'm not saying he's a bad player, but for what we needed at the time, we needed to spread that money throughout the squad. Then what happens? We win the Carabao Cup and then we win the Premier. Like I said, we reinvented the midfield and then we were successful. But Varane, keep him. I actually think he'll come back to the Premier. He'll probably go to a team like City. I don't think he'll come to Liverpool.
I don't want him anywhere near. Especially when someone, have you ever seen the video when someone videoed and said, are you coming to United next season? And he went, nope. Never seen that video. I haven't seen that. He said, nope. He's telling the star, but nope. I'm not going. Nope. You would suck dick to play for Man United, pal.
But I swear you took him round Carrington. He had like a 2
Yeah. I'm so glad he rejected us. Same with Gyökeres, bro. I'm so glad they rejected
us. You know what, Varane, yeah?
Man United always get the last laugh, pal. Trust me.
If I'm being completely honest, though, he probably does end up a Liverpool player. And I'll tell you why. Gravenberch, I think we're going to give him a big deal. So Szoboszlai will give a big deal. South American players, especially for my club, rarely stay that long. McAllister and his dad have openly said, and one day he wants to go to Real Madrid or Barcelona. He wants to go to La Liga, right? I can just see Madrid. Look, you lot are fed up with him already. I can see Madrid saying, you know, give us 60, 70 million. That's a good 50 million less that we would have paid for him a couple seasons ago. I would see. I still like Tchouaméni. I genuinely do like Tchouaméni.
Well. He's a scrub.
But for what we need, I think Tchouaméni will do all right. The one I really want out of the three is Camavinga.
I think you need a Walton or a Camavinga type midfield. I think you need a player. Yeah. I think you've got players who can break up play. Szoboszlai, McAllister, even Gravenberch's good at breaking up play. You need someone who can play a bit more from deep. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, I think Liverpool still got to build a bit more of their squad. I think your squad still needs a lot of revamping. Despite spending 500 million. Do you get what I'm saying? But I guess the Galactico stuff's only for the big clubs. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you know what will happen, Startfania? I think we're not going to make the same mistake. You know when Klopp come out and said, I'm leaving, I'm tired. I think that actually was contributing to our season. Like when you know someone's not going to be here, I think like unconsciously you start to down tools, right? I think we're going to agree a gentleman's agreement with Alonso. Maybe in the next couple months, end of the season, bang. Slots that Alonso will get appointed. That's what I think will happen.
He said you could have Camavinga too.
Varane, who do you rate from your team?
He hates all their players, I'm guessing, bro. They just got Xavi sacked, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, he probably hates them all. Yeah, I mean,
Varane, did you want Xavi Alonso to be sacked or not?
Yeah, he really liked Xavi Alonso. A lot of Madrid fans did. They liked him.
That means they must hate because apparently it was Bellingham.
Bro, the players just was ignoring him. There's bare clips of it going around. The players just ignoring him. He's trying to speak to him. They just head down.
That's crazy. He didn't have no control. The main three that spearheaded it was Bellingham, Vinny, and Mbappe. I can't lie. The guard of honor thing. I'm sorry. That's so like disrespect. Like your manager's telling you to do something, and Mbappe. That's when
it's typical Mbappe, though, isn't it?
Say that again.
It's typical Mbappe, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm so happy my manager Klopp said no. I don't think Klopp wants to deal with all them personalities. The minute he got linked with the Madrid job, he shut it down. He said, you know what? I don't want to go there.
Yeah, no, it's anyone ever seen the video of Mbappe barging Messi? It was in a home game. He barged him. Messi just looks at him like this.
I've seen the one where he cusses name off for not passing though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he wouldn't pass either. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, that guy's ego is through the roof. And I wish him nothing but the worst in his career. Yeah, because of how he's managed to treat certain players. His professionals. Yeah, and that guy's now got his virus in that Madrid dressing room. Do you get what I'm saying? Vinicius Jr. ain't been the same since him. But Vinicius Jr. actually does quite well when Mbappe's not there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's all has to be the Mbappe show. And the Mbappe show. And same with Jude. Jude's another one, egotistical and all that. So is Vinny as well. Do you get what I'm saying? But when you have all those egos in one, and then they all want to be the leader. They all want to be the guy. Yeah, it don't work. When they had Ronaldo back in the day, everyone knew Ronaldo was the guy. You know what I'm saying? Bale, Benzema, great players, but they knew that Ronaldo was the guy. Whereas all these three players, they want to be the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Bellingham wants to be the guy. Vinicius wants to be the guy. Mbappe wants to. It don't work. Do you get what I'm saying? Say when they had Neymar and that, no, it don't work.
Do you know what is touchdown? Yeah, like with the Mbappe thing. Obviously, for his career, he like objectively, every player wants to win a World Cup. But for him and his ego, that was probably the worst thing that could happen to him because the minute he won that World Cup and getting comparisons
That's
to Pele,
the only thing he's done. Really?
Yeah, when you deep it, significant because when you deep it, I think it was the first teenager or one of the first since Pele to score and I think score an assist in a World Cup final and win it, right?
Score, yeah.
And then after that, didn't he assist in the 5-2 as well or 4-2? I think he assisted in the game. I can't remember. I think he got a goal and assist, right? But what I would say is after he won that World Cup, when he went back to PSG, he's speaking to Di Maria and Neymar like their shit. He's not getting on with Messi. It's like, who do you think you are? Do you know what I mean?
I'm saying his ego's for, and as I say, the only valuable thing he's actually.
Oh, fair enough. Sorry, bro. And this is why I need to stop. I need to actually do my due diligence. I didn't know this. I thought he was actually,
And that World Cup final where he scored the 3-goal, the hat trick. Yeah, but even that game was a bit mad. But you know what I'm saying, like, for me, bro, he's not really done much in his career, like in terms of significant value to have the ego he has. You know, yes, he scored better goals, but goats aren't just judged as the goals they score. They have to win trophies, carry their team through things, do things. But no one's going to speak about his league earned titles in 50 years' time. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's done really nothing in his career, man. Like in terms of that side of it. So yeah, but it's just the Mbappe curse, bro. I don't think they're going to win the Champions League anytime soon.
I think, and I know you're on your history, so you know where I'm going with this. I think Mbappe might be like R9 and Vieira. You know what's coming next, innit?
I don't know what that one is.
So R9 and Vieira, top player, and Ibrahimovic. Come on, you know.
But they never won the Champions League.
Yeah.
No, but see like them. Like R9 was unlucky because it was injured. R9 actually won the Champions League, but he just weren't part of the squad because he was injured.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, this guy's playing for Real Madrid, bro. If you don't win the Champions League at Real Madrid, and he's gonna be there for at least 5 or 6 years. They've been trying to get him since he was 16.
You know what's mad? Touchdown? I think even Vieira. He was on loan to Man City in 2010, the year Inter won the Champions League, you know. That might be true. If I remember correctly, he was on loan. But obviously, I think he might join that kind of list of the big players to never win the Champions League.
He might even win La Liga in terms of, I just genuinely think they're screwed at this moment in time. I know it's Real Madrid in it, so they can bounce back.
You think Barca will have a bit of air of dominance for a while?
Yeah, I can see it happening, bro. They've managed to spawn another fucking demon outside of La Masia, bro, and Yamal, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's gonna like they won 8 and 11, then they had a few bad years. Yeah, I mean, but I feel like right now La Liga, so cold, they just look so ahead of them.
For me, highlight if he was to come to the Premier League, I think he might get found out. But do you know who is so good for Barca? That Kabasi. I think he's quality.
He's a good passer, but he's like PK in it, and I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think in a high line team. That's why I think he gets exposed a bit in this Barca team. But I like my Rio Ferdinands and whatnot. I like centre backs put their foot on the ball. Salibas that are quite You know, there's two types of centre backs on touchline. There's your aggressors and there's your compressors. There's your more elegant, composers and your aggressors. There's the ones who calm it down, foot on the ball. Like you see, like Terry and Carvalho. I'm not saying Carvalho's better, but I prefer the Carvalho. Like Vidic and Ferdinand. I'm not saying Ferdinand was better, but like I prefer them. I like centre backs that can actually play out. The modern day centre back, right?
I don't see the other one, bro.
Kabasi's my type of centre back still.
Yeah, no, he's a good player, but I just think at the moment in time, I think Real Madrid are a bit screwed. And I'm not even trying to say them. I think Barca's ahead of them, and I think Barca got more of a balanced team. And they know their guy is Yamal. They have their players, they have their way of playing. They trust in their coach as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Then their coach isn't going to be constantly under pressure. Even though I saw some people say Hansi Flick out at the start of the season. I hate some of them fans. You know, I mean, you go through a bad run of form. You win a domestic treble, and you lose a few games. You use to Chelsea, lose a few games, and everyone wants you out. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm trying to say. But
right. They keep this core kind of a core, right?
They will though. That's what I'm saying, because their core is all from La Masia or Spanish core.
Masia, yeah.
I'm saying
Pedri in the midfield, Kabasi in the defense, and Yamal in the forward line. They keep them free. I think Barca will have the next 5-10 years. It will be very successful for them. They will win the Champions League soon. I don't think they'll win it this year, but they'll win the Champions League. You know, Hansi Flick never lost the final. I think he's got 9 out of 9. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's got a great record. He's a great manager. And they need to, you know, vest in some of their squad. But as I say, the reason why I feel like their core is going to stay is just because of the fact it's La Masia and it's you know, Spanish core, and I don't feel like, unless they go Real Madrid, which you're not going to do, you know what I'm saying? For me, they're in a bit more of a harmony, good place than Real Madrid are. With Real Madrid's all the toxic and egos and stuff like that. They've got lights of Pedri and stuff like that. But yeah, we are going to wrap up, people. Anyway, it's been a good show. Do you get what I'm saying? An hour and 15, went a bit over time. But anyways, Rom, shout your channel out, bro, if you've got one. I don't even know if you do. You know, you said you got like a podcast or whatever or something like that.
Yeah, I've got a joint one. Football Verbal, go there. There's a lot. Some of the boys are in Morocco now covering the AFCON and whatnot. So there'll be a lot of AFCON content. If you don't, me personally, I don't watch too much of that competition. Well, I've actually watched a few, but if you love the competition, then there's a lot of content there. And yeah, every Wednesday we have a podcast that comes out, but there's extra content. If you're an Arsenal fan, had an interview with Josh Nichols, obviously how it is to be a footballer, whatnot. For the young footballers out there, it's good to watch. But yeah, just keep subscribing to Football Verbal, and yeah, you'll see me over there, and then you see me elsewhere. You see me here, Never a Foul here and there, Big Six Bants, Midday Live with Side. I'm all over the place. So yeah, big up. I love the show. I even said to Touchline I can only do 4 o'clock, but when you're speaking about ball and it's going well,
I already know, man. Did you say you're going to do 4 o'clock? I didn't even see that.
You might even not seen that. No, sorry, I put it in private chat, but yeah.
Oh,
what happened? You can wait.
I haven't. Yeah, it hasn't come up in the private chat, but big up, bro. Yeah, yeah, big up, man. I'm gonna wrap up anyways. Bless up to everyone in the chat, man. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Big up, bro.